In this tutorial, we are going to see how can we build and create a basic Node.js application or the Node.js server using the Expressjs framework. So moving forward, let me just create a directory which I'll name it as server, and let me go to the folder which is server. Okay, going in this directory, I'm going to create a basic package.json file, and which we can set up the Node.js application later on. So npm, which is the node package manager, we can manage the packages in the node, and we can initialize using the init command, and I'm gonna use the -y, which will create a basic package.json file for me with a sample template. All right, or the default template. You can use just the npm init, but it will ask you for the some uh, questions regarding the template of the server or the package.json. Okay, so I'm going to use the -y. It will create a file like this. Let me show you. Here you go. So it has named the application as server, and it has set up the default index.js file for us. When we are going to start the server, it will serve the index.js file. Okay, and the description, and there is no dependencies yet. Okay, let me clear the console, and we are gonna install the npm install express. All right, and now you'll see that there will be a dependency, and the install express will be installed. All right, and you can see over here this is the version of the dependency named express. So let me explain you in short. Basically, when the interviewer asked some interview in the interview that uh, what is express.js and why we use it. So express.js is basically, you can say that it's a framework, a web framework of for creating the web application, or you can say it as a mini web server. Basically it has the basic routers and the middleware functions, middlewares which we don't have to create from the scratch. If we don't use the express.js, we can create the routers, but we have to build in the Node.js from this scratch, like all the HTTP settings and all that. But Express.js provides us the routing and the middleware functions and all that by default, which we don't have to put much effort on that. All right. So let me just set up the server. So we'll do this. We'll tell that uh, how our server gonna start. It will be node index.js. All right. But let me tell you that how we'll start our server using the command node index.js. But where is the index.js file? I don't have any, so let's create the index.js file. Okay, so express is installed, so let's import the express using the old format, uh, using the require and express. All right, and let's create the basic app or the server, and it will be like this. All right, so our app is gonna listen on port, let's say 3001. You can set your on like 3002 or 3000 or 5000, whatever you want. 3001, and we'll create the callback function over here. Here you go. Callback function which is gonna do is console.log app is listening on port 3001. All right, it's not mandatory. Okay, so let me show you. I have set over here node index.js. Let's start our server. Node index.js. Okay, excuse me, I have entered the wrong command. So it's node actually. So node index.js, it's gonna start our server, and the app will listen on 3001 over here. All right, so it's the basic one, and you can use, instead of callback function, if you don't instead of arrow function, you can use the uh, this one as well. So it's gonna be like a function, and here you the parenthesis, and like this. So it's the same, and you can use the es module as well, like this. Import. Okay, so let's take a shortcut over here, and es module import express from express, like this. So let me stop the server and start it again, and you can see we have error over here. Why? Because there is no error in this line, but we cannot use the import or the es module import style right now. Why? Because we haven't set over here the import style. All right, so we'll see this in the next video, but because I want to take you guys the step by step, and don't like bombard the knowledge, right? So let's convert it to the old one because we haven't set the import module format in the package.json file. So let's clear it. Okay, clear it and node index.js, and you can see it is still listening using this function keyword instead of the arrow function. All right, in the next tutorial, we'll see how can we create a basic router and how can we create a working basic web app, and we will hit the routers from the browser or from some software as well. So thank you very much for this lecture.